Hey YouTube's JP Dillon. I just wanted to briefly go over this fan here. This is a Vornado CR1. This was made probably about 25 years ago. And I've always wanted one, but I never wanted to pay the full price because back then they had an MSRP of, get this, about 70 bucks. And I never could justify spending that kind of money. Well, this popped up in the thrift store for $5, and I said, hell yeah. So, I've already lubricated the motor. It's really easy to do on these. I just want to do a brief overview as to why these are so awesome. So, on the back here, you've got this guy. This is your speed control. This is a continuously variable speed control, and inside of there is a motor controller and a triac. So you have an infinite number of possibilities as far as the speed selection. It's a very simple design as far as the aesthetics of it, very contemporary, very 90s. The pivot mechanism, we just take this apart here. This comes off really easy. Just stick a screwdriver up in here and pry. And it should, there we go, it just comes off there. So you can see here that everything is under spring tension, and it allows you to pivot this up or down. So don't ever try to take this apart because this is under extreme tension, and even if you tilt it all the way up, it's still under tension and you'll have a hell of a time getting it back together. But that's how the pivot support works. And to take the front grille off, all you need to do is just push on 4 plastic tabs. You've got 1, you've got 2, you've got 3, down here, this one's going to fight me, and you've got 4. And when you push on them, they unlock the front grille, and it just comes off. You just give a tug here, exposing the 3 blades. Now this design was based off a 1950s Vornado. You're pretty familiar with it. They made a reissue a couple of years ago that was that kind of aqua teal and gold grille kind of thing. Well, they're using that design from the 50s in this one more so than the new one. And well, let me just pull, the blades are a press fit, so let me pull those off and then you can see the motor. So here's the motor. This is, pardon the expression, a no bullshit motor. It's a high-speed induction motor. It's very easily serviced. You just remove these 2 nuts. The whole motor housing comes apart with the rotor and everything. And it's got big fat oil reservoirs. This whole perimeter here is a giant oil reservoir. Likewise in the back. So you can fill the things up until they start to drip and it will last for years. And this one still had oil in it from 20-something years ago. I cleaned it out and re-oiled it anyways because the inside of the motor was filthy. But it's a heavy-duty motor. It draws about 1.5 amps, and this thing moves a lot of air. So let me put the blades back on and then we can test it. Alright, so you start out on high, but I'm just going to thumb wheel it down all the way to the lowest speed. And you can see here that it spins very slowly. But due to the very high pitch of the blades and the fact that they have a kind of a concentration tunnel there around the motor and the blade assembly, it moves an incredible amount of air just even at this low speed. And you can turn the speed up and it gradually increases the duty cycle of the AC waveform like a triac would, and you get a little bit faster speed. Or you can crank it all the way up, and it's like a hurricane. It really is just a ton of air, and it's quiet. Quieter than a big 20-inch box fan or something like that, which I'm going to get into that one pretty soon too. Ah, crap. I'm blowing all my papers off the shelf. Well, anyway. And it'll turn right back down and be nice and calm. So let's put the grill on, because the grill doesn't add much noise. See, grill on. Let's get the fan away from the mic so you don't have to listen to the wind noise. And adds a little more noise. But it's just so nice having a continuously variable setting so you can get it just the way you want it. And with that kick-ass motor on there, if you keep it lubed up, it'll probably last a long time. So there you go. Just thought you guys might like to see this. I've been looking for one of these for a long time, and this one's going to go in the house and get lots of use. Because for its size, it's easy to move and it moves a lot of air. So thanks for watching. More stuff to come.